Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to make this bikini slash bralette, and to do so I have my yarn, your scissors, and you need a paper and a pencil or pen and paper, whichever you prefer. So to start, I'm making for a size small, and to do so I make my slip knot and chain 13. After I have my yarn, the chains that I need to start, I'm going to chain 3 more and then enter into that last chain, which is the 13th chain, with a double crochet until I am at the second to last chain. In the last chain, what you're going to do is to make 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, and then make 2 chains. So after the last one, then 2 chain, and then 3 more double crochet into that same chain right there. So 1, 2, and 3, and then you repeat your double crochet until you're at the end. There, so your first row should look something like this. Now what we're going to do is to chain 2, turn our work, and then continue to make our double crochets until we are at the very top where we have that chain 2 from before. So you continue with your double crochets until you're at the top. Now when you're at this point right here where the chain 2 was before, you're going to make 2 double crochets and 1 chain, 2 double crochets in the same gap, and then continue with your double crochets until you're at the end. You'll repeat this for as many rows that you need, but for me I will have 5 rows in total of the same pattern. So what I'm going to do is to just complete this second row with the chain 2, chain 1, and chain 2 again in that same gap until I have 4 more rows, 3 more rows in all. So I will have my 5 rows in total. When you do so, I'll show you what I have when I complete the number of rows that I need. So when you're at your last chain, what you're going to do after you yarn over, make your double crochet, you are going to count the number of chains that you have here up to the gap at the top and minus 1 from it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I am going to make 23 chains after chain 2. So you make your chain 2 as before. You can turn your work or keep it at the same, and I'll make 23 chains. 23. So what you're going to do is to yarn over and make that same 2 double crochets, 1 chain and 2 double crochets at the gap. So you make your 2 double crochets, one chain and 2 more double crochets. So whatever size you're working on, all you need to do is to count the number of double crochets you had before minus 1, because that one will be chain 2. And remember, so I'll just make the same amount of chain that I did on this side and end it with a double crochet here. So remember I had 23, so I'll count my 23 chains. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yarn over, insert into that last double crochet with a double crochet, and that is our first string to cover. So for the second one, what we're going to do is to make our double crochet, turn our work, and then remember this is 23 chains, so remember that's why we have the paper here. So we had the 23 chains that we made before. We add 2 more at the top, which is 25, and plus the chain at the bottom, 26. So what we need to do, we're going to start with 1 chain at the bottom. So we need 25 chains in all until we're at the top. So 25 chain until we're at the top. So you count your 25 chains until you're at the top. And then we make the same 2 double crochets, 1 chain and 2 more double crochets for the peak. So 1 and then 2, and then we'll continue with our chains until we're at the end. Find 2 chains at the bottom here, because remember we started with 2 extra chains and then the 23 chains. So we need to find 2, so we enter this double crochet that we're about to make in that. So here we have it, 1, 1, 2, and make your double crochets right there. So at this point you chain 1 and then cut your work, and it should look something like this. And even though this is not stretched out, don't worry, because it's supposed to go around the boob area. So that's how it should look. So you do yours, and then you can repeat and make the second cup. So after you've made your second cup, what you're going to do, you make your double crochet and do the same as the first, and look for the same last 2 chains, enter with a double crochet, and that's how it should look. Now what we need to do is to join our first piece with our second piece. And to do so, we need to ensure that we're on the correct side. So with this side, I have my extra fabric here, yarn. So what I'm going to do now is to make a slip knot, slip stitch in that second chain before this one. So you find your second chain coming from this piece. So we have 1, 2, and we enter from the back piece. We just simply pull through and make 1 crochet, 1 knot, and pull. So this is what it should be looking like so far. Attach your yarn with a slip knot at the middle. And after that you're going to chain 3. Now the size of the box is dependent on the size of this area. So I have 9 chains in all. Remember, each of these strings will be 2. So 2, 2, 4, and plus the one that we use to join the other piece together is 1, and the same as before. So we have 9. So to do so, to get the middle, and we already start with 1, we're going to chain 3. And to show you, we have 1, 2, and 3. So make 3 more chain, yarn over, and make a double crochet in the middle. Like so. We're going to chain 3 more, yarn over, and make our double crochet in between these 2 pieces. And we have our first set of boxes. Alright, now you're going to chain 3 more, turn your work, chain 3, and make a double crochet in the middle. And you're going to repeat this for 1 more time. So 1, 2, 3, and insert it at the end here. I'm going to repeat this for 1 more time. So at this point, we're going to make our first set of chains around the waist. And to do so, what you need to do is to attach your yarn, make a chain, and you continue with your single crochets until you're at the end, and you make about 50 chains. For size small, you can go make as many chains as you like, but for me I'll make about 50 for each side. So continue making your single crochets until you're at the end, and you make the amount of chains that you like. Remember that at the end we had a double crochet here and a chain 2 here. So we'll make 2 single crochets before we reach the first part here, and this will be 2, and then we enter a single crochet in this one, 1, and then 2. So after this, you make your chain, and I'll make 50 chains for myself. So I have my chains, and what I'm going to do is to chain 1 and cut my yarn, and that's the first section, first string, and I'll repeat the same over the other side. Now for this other side, we're just going to do the same. Make a slip knot, or whatever method you like to attach your yarn, and attach it at the back. Chain 1, pull. In order to do so, we need to have some more chains plus the 50. So the amount of chains that we had here, we need to make this same amount plus 50. So that's what I'm going to do, just to check how many chains I have. So I have 26 single crochets here and plus 50 chain. So I need to make 76 chains to match what I have here. So I'll make mine 76 chains, and we cut our yarn, and that's how it is. So this is how it should look like so far. Now we have one more level or row to do the same as our second row, and you can do that. Just remember the amount of single crochets that you made at the bottom here, you have that plus the amount of chains that you started out with. So in all 76, you make another 76 chain here. For the last chain, I'll show you what I did for mine. So after you've made your additional strings for the sides, the last piece, this is what you're going to do. The same 76 chains that we have here, we're going to make our 76 chains and then attach them to the bottom. So to finish off your work, after you weave it in your head, and it would be good if you have a tapestry needle, it makes weaving in the extra yarns much easier than the crochet hook. So after you're through with that, we're going to make the straps around the neck, and you can make the same straps that I have showed you in the rainbow crochet bikini top, that video. Or what you can do is to just simply make attach your yarn with a slip knot and insert in this gap. Going to make the number of chains that we need. For my size, I'm going to make 100, and you can choose to make 100 or more. It's up to you. So this is how it looks when it's finished, and you adjust it as how you like, and I'll show you how it looks on the mannequin right now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and comment down below if you have any questions or any comments in general. Thanks again, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.